Recording in progress.
And we were bored. Because we're bored. We are bored. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, there's our chat. And start the video. There's the video. And I hope we can hear anybody.
Here's Art.
There's Art.
Let's see if he speaks. He's not speaking.
I see your lips moving.
Oh, crap.
See-
He said something.
Did we hear him?
I thought we did. Speak, Art.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. I was wondering if I had gotten the wrong address because
It's a little later. We're all right.
okay, well, I'm not complaining. I was just concerned that I had somehow screwed up the Zoom address.
Well, somehow the whole thing on Wednesday feels off anyway, so.
Okay.
This is Wednesday. I can say that I feel weird on Wednesday.
You feel weird on Wednesday. Okay. Weird Wednesday.
Weird Wednesdays.
Okay. That's good.
We were talking about Chrome OS Flex. Have you seen this or heard about it?
I've heard about it. I haven't used it
Yeah.
Can it be loaded on a 86 machine or not?
I'm gonna get the power cord, maybe.
Let's I don't know. I don't see
Power
it.
cord's in the top drawer there in the
Yeah,
dresser, isn't it?
I don't know what power cord he.
Well, we used to have one stashed in that top drawer. There was also what's this?
This is the Flex website.
Chrome OS Flex. And it will run on what hardware?
I'm looking. I would almost bet that the answer would be no, because everything I've seen about it so far, your machine would have to support USB booting,
Yeah.
have to have a UEFI petition.
Well, but it would still run on a PC or one of my Linux boxes if I put in a separate partition, right?
Yes, it should. But I don't, let's see. Google might. OS Flex run on
x86.
x86 early access to the new Chrome, which runs on ordinary x86 hardware.
And that was February 22 or February what?
16.
Okay, so it was released a little over a week ago then. Or that article was a little over a week ago.
Yes. And it is, it's still not officially out. They're still looking for testers and whatever. Let's see.
Okay.
Chrome OS and Chromebooks. No, not Chrome OS.
Chrome OS Flex.
I know that they still have a 32-bit version of Chrome OS because one of my machines still runs that, but it's a 64-bit machine.
Yeah, well, you can run 32-bit on a 64-bit machine typically. The other way around is not true. So check if your dusty old computer can run Chrome OS.
Have to check.
Okay. All of my computers are dusty old. I tend not to buy new computers. I buy used computers. Computers are like cars, okay?
Yes.
You drive them off the lot, and they immediately have depreciated by 50%. So,
This right here,
oh yeah,
highlighted, says AMD
yep,
x86 64-bit compatible device.
yep.
So
So you should be able to run it.
can't run on ARM processors. Makes sense.
You can't. That's interesting. How about iOS?
You can run it on Mac on some of the old Macs, which I
But
wish
not
I
the
would've
but
kept
but
my old
not
Mac.
the new ones.
So my understanding of what Flex is it's supposed to, their target market is to try to keep old machines, old laptops in particular, from hitting the landfills.
That's fantastic.
So
Because I've got several old laptops, several meaning less than 100.
it should work on desktop machines, but there was a whole laundry list of stuff that they said would not be compatible, like CD-ROM drives and other stuff. It basically is a very streamlined version of Chrome OS.
Huh.
So,
Well, I've got some spare space on some disks here. I can put up some partitions and try it.
yeah, my understanding was that some of the stuff might work, but officially it wouldn't be supported. Like CD-ROMs might work, but don't hold your breath kind of deal. But
So what do? You download an iOS
yeah,
and put it on a thumb drive and load it up.
yep,
So it's the same as you would load any version of Linux, basically.
pretty much. And I somewhere I read that Linux is still running on it, down deep, but only certain hardware configurations would let you actually get to the Linux, which makes sense, sort of, if you understand where Chrome OS came from in the first place.
Yeah. So I will, as I say, I've got.
I put a link in the chat to where you've got to sign up to be a tester or whatever for the download.
Well, let me next week I will.
I haven't signed up for it yet because I've got an old Chromebook that I'm running the Cloud Ready OS on, and I've read that when Flex becomes available, Cloud Ready Flex will just replace Cloud Ready in one of the upgrades. So,
oh, cool.
yeah, I haven't bit the bullet yet I'm just waiting to see how the upgrade works. See if it goes as smooth as it should.
Well, as I say, I've got some disk space. I can spin up a couple of partitions and try it. Maybe if I have time this week, I will.
Might even get it to install on a VM.
Okay, well, that's true. But I want to see if I can install it right down on hard on the metal, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Jim, who has a couple of old Chromebooks, this is a good thing. It'll bring Chrome version 100 to him, and you know that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay, cool. Well, as I say, I will sign up to be a tester and throw it on a box here and see what happens. Worst thing can happen is it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, that's hardly a tragedy, although annoying. It is hardly a tragedy.
They have on that website, they have a list of official hardware that's been tested and confirmed to work, but it says pretty much if it's an Intel machine or a
AMD machine.
it's probably going to at least install.
Okay, cool.
And being that there's a Linux subsystem in it, you're probably not going to have too many problems with drivers and stuff like that.
Well, if I do, I will scrub it and start over. That's not a big deal.
It couldn't hurt to try.
Well, that's my feeling. I frequently just grab spin up a partition on one of my servers here and try things out. So I will do that. I've actually prefer to run things right down on the metal than in VMs. There's times when VMs are handy, but I feel more comfortable running them right down on the metal, and that way they get full use of all the resources. They aren't limited to, some kind of a pseudo disk or whatever.
Yeah.
The other thing, I assume you ought to be able to spin something like this up on a cloud.
Well, it basically is a cloud OS. So.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so you're saying it's already on a cloud? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
all right.
Chrome OS is, basically a cloud OS.
Okay.
Chrome OS Flex, it brings a little bit more Linux into it, is still going to be basically a cloud-based OS. They're using like the Linux base to do the drivers and some of the stuff on the older hardware.
Okay.
They even one of the articles that I read talked about the UEF petition, UFEI, whatever that stupid petition thing is, and the Chromebooks all have verified boot petitions. So if something corrupts it or whatever, it will fail and it won't boot, and you can figure out why. Of course, with older hardware, you don't get that same security, but they're using the UFI or UEF or whatever that stupid thing is.
I think UDF is a place you buy milk and gasoline.
Yeah, that's that place. But they're using that petition to verify the security of the OS. So they've definitely made some changes to how it works, but not necessarily bad changes. Because it's targeted to work on, not on Chromebooks, it's targeted to work on older hardware. So, and I think it's probably a good thing. I may grab one of the old laptops I've got and try it.
Someplace I've got a laptop that I bought in 96. And it was running some early version of Windows that had no network on it. So I don't think I can I obviously have to have a machine that has some kind of network connectivity on it if it's a cloud. So,
or a wireless dongle, and you probably, because it doesn't officially support CD-ROMs, you definitely need to be able to boot from USB. And I know going back that old, a lot of that hardware would not boot from USB. So
yeah. Well, that was determined by the BIOS, I think. Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Good.
yeah, but you're talking about a machine that old, there's probably no BIOS updates for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, somebody may have some stashed someplace or another.
There, I remember years ago, there was a project. She still needed to be able to boot up off of the CD, but the CD had a way to boot from USB. So it basically overrode, it tricked the system into booting. The CD was very, very tiny though. It was like, a couple of 100K of information, and it just booted.
Really?
Might be able to find that somewhere.
Okay. Well, and someplace in the closet, my office in California, I've got stuff going back to, I think, 1982 PDP-8 or whatever. So at any rate, I was going to ask you, how did it go with your Raspberry Pi and replacing the SD?
So you did not get the message.
What message was that?
I posted up on the forums about my adventure.
Oh, okay.
So the replacement SD card worked. It was a little tiny fraction of a bit faster. So I just kind of was sitting there, and something's not right. This thing can't be that slow. I took the original SD card that I had and stuck it in a 3B Plus, which was the only other Raspberry Pi that I had available to me. So the 3B Plus was slow. And I'm like, okay, there's something definitely not right. Turns out that the drivers to make the touchscreen, that little 5-inch touchscreen that I had, were not compatible with Buster. They were compatible with Stretch, the previous version of Raspberry Pi. I disabled all those drivers and started enabling them one at a time until it slowed down. And then I just left. I went back and disabled those again, left them alone. Now the touchscreen works, but it's not 100% correct, and the screen gets corrupted too easily. So I haven't dug into if there's any replacement drivers for that, or if it's only compatible with the really old version of Raspbian. But that was the problem. The drivers for the touchscreen were causing this thing to run incredibly slow.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
that was pretty much my thought.
So if you were to put it on stretch rather than Buster,
It
it would run okay?
It would have zoomed along just fine.
Ha.
But stretch, the ham radio app that I wanted to install would not work with stretch because it needed some dependencies that were only available in Buster.
Okay. So you're between a rock and a hard place, so to speak.
So I will live with the screen corruption that happens for now until I can figure it out what's going on. Basically everything started working though as soon as I just went into the configuration file, disabled all the drivers, and then just started going back and enabling them one at a time until it slowed down again. And I said, okay, that's the one. That's the one that's causing me problems.
HDMI.
So
No,
it
was not the HDMI. It was it looked to me like whatever they did in stretch had continually rebooting or trying to reload one of the start files over and over again.
Really?
And that was causing it to shift.
So it's the screen driver that was causing the problem.
Yep. Yep. And the weird thing is I mean the touch screen works. I get a thing that the actual touch points are a little bit off. They're not quite aligned where they need to be. But over a period of time, if I just leave it set, the screen will actually become corrupt. Which I don't know. I'm guessing because it looked like it was a startup file that they were trying to reload. Maybe the screen always became corrupt and they were just refreshing the startup file.
Yeah.
It's only a guess about what they were trying to do, but I don't know. Because that was the file that seemed to be causing the issue.
So there's a command
Weird.
for Windows to reload the graphics drivers. Control Alt Windows B. I don't know, or Control Alt Shift B. Something like that. I don't know if there's one for Linux.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can reload the graphics drivers.
Well, it's work. I don't know if you. I spent like 2 days with a slow Raspberry Pi trying to install software, trying to do updates, trying to do anything, and this thing was just so slow that it would get so far and it would just fail. And I tried a half a dozen different things to correct it. But I think the clue was when I put the SD card into the 3B Plus, which was the only other Raspberry Pi I had, and it wasn't any faster. It was marginally faster, but you know, it really wasn't any faster. I was like, okay, there's a problem somewhere. What other piece of hardware am I using? It's got to be the screen. It's the only other thing I've got connected.
So this 3B Plus was also running Buster?
Yes. I actually just pulled the card out of the 3B, stuck it into the B Plus, and booted it up, and it was like so slow.
Sorry, I just heard the Buster.
Yeah.
So this is a relatively new issue you have.
Yes. Well, yes.
Buster uses Wayland instead of X, and I've had no end of problems with that. You can remove Wayland and install just Xorg. That fixes practically everything.
Really?
Yeah.
You're probably right. That's probably what's wrong. The driver for Stretch probably were trying to interface with
X.
something with X and not Whalen. That's probably what's going on.
It's quick, easy test.
All I have to do is make a backup copy of the SD card and
Yeah.
try it. I didn't even think of that. You're right.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Buster had just came out just before I left Reisenfeld, and all of those little X terminals I sent home with people were beautiful. And then Buster came out and like, it doesn't work. So that,
Whalen has caused various issues across the
everything.
entire Linux community.
Yeah, Wayland's a good idea. Not yet.
It's just like everything else. I mean, they release it and it worked to a point, and then they find out what all the problems are and go through and start fixing them.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be good
I
in
mean-
about a year and a half.
You know, Mate or Mate or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it was the same way. I mean, it was a little bit of a
Yep.
thing. Now it's a pretty good
Yeah.
environment. You notice right here, I think they've switched to Whalen on this. 'Cause my stinking icons are so darn
You
small.
can change the size of it.
I've tried. They disappear.
Okay.
Yes. Now, amazingly enough, this laptop shows the icons. My desktop machine shows the icons in full scale, normal
Mhm.
scale, except for the Brave browser
Oh.
icon. It's just not even there at all.
I got nothing on that. Sorry.
Yeah, I actually I had it working for about a minute, and then there was an update and it broke it again, and I said, they'll fix it eventually they'll fix it, but
You're running 20.3 here? I never noticed it doing that. I think that's what I'm running. Not, I will be in a couple of minutes.
it seems to be a carryover. They had various problems with icon scaling
Mhm.
in the past. Seems to be a carryover from that. And like I said, for a minute, it actually was working. Everything was there. Then an update came along and I got this. And I'm like, seriously, folks, figure this out. You have it working. Why would you break it?
You can make it better.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. So far, I haven't seen too many other people complaining that 20.3 is doing this. I seem to be in the vast minority on this one. But I have two machines that have done it, so it's got to be a problem with some desktop setting somewhere.
No, I'm on 22 still.
Didn't they switch to Whalen on 20.3?
Let's find out.
I thought 20.3 was supposed to be the switch.
That's Mint you're talking about?
Yeah,
Oh, you got your card to sign up for Mint? You had one last.
oh, yeah, you want it?
Yeah, I might as well move over to get you a few brownie points. That'll work too.
I don't know, Jim. I don't think it's a real good idea.
No?
No,
Are you not having any luck with Mint?
terrible.
He's laughing.
Yeah, he's trouble. He's trying to mess with you. Yeah.
He's laughing. He
Yeah.
just doesn't want you to save that extra $5 a month.
No, I switched over and it took a grand total of 15 minutes to go from Republic to Mint. To port the number over. That quick.
That's pretty fast, because mine took about 6 hours, but
No, that's a telephone number.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine took about 6 hours. But I was expecting it to take longer, so.
But what didn't transfer over was the texts.
Yeah,
Everything else, and I couldn't get it to transfer over. So I took my phone to a Best Buy and said, "What's the deal?" And they looked at the phone and they said that I was saving the messages to the phone, but weren't saving the messages to my Google account to go up onto the cloud. So he put a program on my old phone and a program on my new phone. And then he took a copy of all the text and put it up on the cloud on my drive, and then dropped it from my drive down to the new phone. And after that, that's it. So you can't transfer it. Can transfer them.
So this was the Geek Squad?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, what did that set you back?
A few dollars. But well worth it.
mine, the only, I had one little tiny hiccup with mine. But I mean, it's so minor, I can't even remember what it was. Patty, her phone, for whatever reason, went on the third from the last day of the month that we on. It went from her using 280 megs worth of data down to 100 megs worth of data. So she, in a 3-day span of time, she used almost 4 gigs of data. And she doesn't, I don't understand how that happened. She doesn't understand how that happened. I suspect it was all the games that the grand got her installed on it, but that's just a guess. And why it happened so quickly, we don't really know. So I guess that's something to keep an eye on. But I have not used, when I only used 200 and some odd megs of data in that same period of time. So I don't know.
But when I transferred from the old phone to the new phone is not really a new phone. It is a used phone. It's a Motorola used phone that cost $149. I could have gone on iPhone 13. That's a no. No.
So you bought this refurbished, or what did you do?
Refurbished.
You bought the refurbished one. Yeah, I gave him he insisted he wasn't going to buy the refurb, but he did. And he didn't tell me. He's messing with me. I ain't get you. Disconnect him over there.
So that was real cheap, Steve.
So what, how much, where did you get the refurb?
Off eBay.
Okay.
eBay had a reseller that they back for refurbs. Yeah.
So with the money I saved, I went and bought a Ring camera and put it out in front of the garage. So now I can see the whole front yard. Money I saved.
The money you saved.
It's a wire-free one, what I
Yeah.
understand.
It's wire free. It's got 2 batteries in it. It can hold 2 batteries, but I put 1 battery in to see what it'll take. I don't use it all the time. It comes on when people come in the driveway. Like yesterday, I was gone and I noticed that I had a little message on the phone and the next door neighbor kid was in my driveway. No big deal, but yeah, it does work. And it's got a little light, so it comes on at night, so it can click it on and see at night. So not too bad.
So what kind of a battery is it used, Ken? I mean, is it rechargeable or is it an alkaline battery?
Alkaline battery. It's not rechargeable.
Okay.
Triple A, double A.
It's AA. Looks like AA.
That's what that door camera of mine uses, is a single double A.
How long does it last? How long is the battery?
That I don't know, and I gotta take that back. It's rechargeable. It's rechargeable.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
You can recharge it. It comes with your little outlet here you can plug in, and that's the battery itself.
Huh.
Depends on
So-
how much you use it. Yeah.
So it clips in, there's a little clip. All right. So you got a clip on one side, clip on the other side. You've got a little push button, you push it down, pops down, you pop it in. That's it. So I wanted to see how long 1 battery would last, but I got 2 batteries and 1 charger.
So what does it say the milliamp hours are on the battery there?
I'm going to go get cataracts off Wednesday. Did I
Okay.
tell you something?
Yeah, I got you. Both of them at the same time?
No, just 1.
So these are PIR. So they're not on all the time, and the camera's not on all the time. Only
No.
when it's triggered.
Only when
You can't go and look at it. This is what Steve had, like what you had.
What? I'm
It's,
sorry.
these are
it's a 5-volt charger. That's what I can see.
yeah, that's just a standard phone, 5-volt phone charger there.
Yeah, that's how that is.
So what's the number on the battery, I think is what he was asking about, the rating.
Right, and I can't really see. Oh, the battery is a lithium battery, and looks like 3.6 volts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the capacity will be in milliamp hours.
Five something or other, 500, 590. Not sure.
Okay. Well, we'll wait until after you get your cataract.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. The left eye is doing all the work. The right eye is just on vacation. 596, 5960 millihertz, milliamps.
That'd be probably milliamp hours.
Exactly.
MAH.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah. 5,960.
Okay. So that's almost 6K milliamp hours. That's not bad. So so tomorrow is the day, huh?
Today for what?
You said cataracts are out tomorrow.
Oh, Wednesday, a week from
Wednesday.
today. Yeah.
Week from today. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I took the physical today for it. So you gotta have a physical to go get your eye operated on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they want to make sure you aren't going to expire on the table, so to speak.
But they don't put you fully under. They just
No, they
kinda-
don't. No, it's basically, in my case, I wasn't under at all. I was just given something like a Valium or a Librium or something like that to relax me a little bit. And
Yes, but they didn't take your eye out, Art.
well, that's true. Ken will have to tell us whether or not they take his eyeball out and lay it on his cheek.
I don't think Kenny was around when we were talking about that.
No, I
That
don't
was-
think it was.
That was the story my grandmother told. They took her eyeball out.
They shot marbles with it too.
Oh, jeez. But I think this little ring camera, the battery, it comes on when it's activated, okay? I think the battery, cold weather out there is gonna knock it down a little bit, but it's not on all the time.
So it may last quite a while. That's cool. So you can put either one battery or two batteries in it?
Yeah,
Interesting.
so it comes with one battery, so you gotta buy the second one. Yeah,
Okay. And what do they get you for that?
$23.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
So, but yeah, it's there. I can see it. It's wireless, so I can see it in the house anytime I want to.
So now, did you mount this over your garage door, or where did you mount this?
Over the garage door.
And that looks out over your whole driveway?
Yep.
That's cool.
And it sees the whole front yard to the right, and it sees the whole neighbor's front yard to the right, to the left.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it goes all the way down to the road,
Does
but
the
it's not mounted real high. It's like maybe about a foot, maybe, about 2 feet above the garage door opening.
Does the Ring app tell you what your battery life is?
Yeah, it does have a place where you can take a look at how much charge you have left. Yeah.
That's a very handy feature. Something that I wish the $20 kangaroo door thing had.
Here's one on eBay for $85.
What, a Ring?
Yeah, Ring camera. Oh, let me,
Yeah, that's out of my price range.
it's.
Yeah, $85 is above Leroy's budget.
Yeah, right.
That's above my threshold of pain. I'm a $20 kangaroo camera guy. And I will live with the fact that it doesn't tell me if it's
Post is
dead or not.
disabled screen sharing.
Oh, screen sharing.
At least
You
I'm-
want to actually share the screen? What?
Yeah, it should be allowed.
Okay.
So it's in action right now, and everything in the house works. So
Does it have night vision?
yes, sees at night. So it's gonna, it meets all my needs. So I can see out there any time of day or night. It records it for a small nominal fee, monthly fee. They can record all your recordings and all that, but no, thank you. Yeah, that's basically it.
Cool.
That's not really a doorbell camera. That is a
This is the Ring brand.
security camera kind of deal.
The other day, I woke up and I couldn't
85
remember.
bucks.
Well, I didn't pay $85. No, it wasn't on sale.
Stick up the decks when there's guns nearby.
So Ken, what model did you get?
I'm not sure what model it
Like one of
is.
those Wise cameras or something.
It's a 1080p,
Yeah.
Yeah.
indoor, outdoor,
Ring.
Mhm.
Ring is owned by
1920 by
Amazon, right?
1080.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's Amazon or Google. It's one of the two. Yes, it's Google. Yes,
Alexa.
it's Amazon must be Ring.
Amazon.
It's a reason for me not to.
So Ken, how weatherproof is it?
It's kind of, it faces north. So most of the storms that come out from the southwest. I would say 85% of the storms come from southwest, and it's facing north, and it's protected by the eaves of the garage. And because the house faces south, the north part of the house where the garage is at rarely sees sun, rarely. And some of it never sees sun. So I'm not afraid of water at all, or weather at all.
It's,
Now, if
it's
we get a
indoor,
big-
outdoor, it's rated for outdoor service.
Right.
Amazon.
Amazon.
So I'll take a look at it.
So this is battery only, so you don't have to run any wires or anything then.
That's
No
right.
wires.
Right, yeah, Rio Link offers a similar series now to their cameras.
Yeah. But there's no wires. It's all battery. 2 screws them out. Okay. Kind of point the thing down a little bit. You don't point it straight up, but point it down a little bit. And you can expand the view if you want to. Okay. You can speak to somebody out there. It's got all the bells and whistles. So it's got all the bells and whistles you would ever want. So it's there. So.
And
it's
how
a good
much,
deal.
how much was this?
It was on sale.
You mean it wasn't given away?
Yeah. It's beyond Leroy's budgetary value.
Well, okay.
I'm not real sure that I would want a Amazon thing listening to me anyway.
It's not Amazon.
Ring is owned by Amazon.
Yeah, that's right, they did buy Ring, didn't they?
Amazon bought Ring?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I got Google here, so Google listens to me.
Yeah. It's true. Google does listen to me, but
I'm surprised at how much better Google's voice recognition is over Amazon. We've got both. We've got an Alexa, whatever.
one of the little puff things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. It looks
What?
like looks like that last one there.
Okay, hang on just a second, let's see if Leroy let me do it again.
Hi, Vicente.
Hey, Vicente.
Hello.
That last one,
Yeah.
Last week, I didn't realize that you are having the meeting one day before.
That one right, that white one right there.
The
Looks like
one
that
is,
one.
the one is 99.
99. Yeah. Yep.
let's
that
look at
looks-
the specs on it. See what it's got that the other one doesn't have.
Why they change?
My real problem with Amazon is that sidewalk thing that they. Oh, you don't.
What's the sidewalk thing?
1080p,
All their devices will set up a mesh network,
6 months,
and
with a full charge, it says.
they will.
Okay. So, it might last 6 months, might not. The battery's got 2 batteries.
Oh, no.
Find out how long the battery lasts, basically, and then I'll charge them up and have 2 of them. And
Started it.
every time the daylight savings comes along, put another battery in, basically.
Yeah.
The idea was
It's a 2.4 gig.
everybody in your neighborhood would share a small portion of their Wi-Fi connection. That way, if one of your neighbors lost Wi-Fi, they could
Picture
still
looked pretty good on it too.
pictures.
Hmm.
and-
Yeah, it's decent.
In theory, sounds good, but
Have you got the app that you
Yeah,
can
the
play it
way
on
goes
your
with that
PC?
bandwidth is gonna lose out.
Not on the PC, but I got the app that's on my phone.
Okay. They may have an app for the
It's called
PC,
Sidewalk.
I don't know.
Okay. I'll
The
look
Real
that one
Link's
up.
got the app for the PC too.
Okay. But it's the app is on my phone. I probably could put it on the
And the
On the
Real Link
PC.
also has the solar cell too. You get the
Okay.
5K battery and you get the solar cell.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be indefinite.
How big a solar cell is it? How many square inches is it?
It's not a big one, but they're doing this, it's wire free. So it should run 6 months off that battery there. So it's not gonna require a lot of power to run it.
No.
You see, it's only on when it's triggered or when you go look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the nice part about it. So, the battery is like you got 2 batteries, should last. You change daylight savings time, twice a year. Put it up twice a year. Put 2 batteries, charge them up and put them up. Be good. So so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. We expect a full report, Kent.
Well, next Wednesday, I may not be able to say too much. I might be feeling under the weather.
That'd be a pleasant change.
Under the weather. Okay.
Over the weather.
Hey, we having good. Well, I told you about my men experience transferring over. That went pretty good. I had forgot my Republic PIN number. So I got on the Republic website, created a new PIN number, took that PIN number, went over to Mint, dropped that in, and then 15 minutes later, it was all over with.
Yeah.
Done.
Hmm.
So that was pretty good. So, but this phone is set up so that my texts are being saved to the cloud, not to the phone only. So that was a mistake or a misunderstanding 7 years ago. So I'm covered. So the next 7 years from now, when this phone goes, well, you shouldn't have any problems. All is good.
Well, 7 years out, it'll be obsolete. You'll replace it with something else,
Yeah.
Is this a
That
5?
message won't even be a thing in 7 years. We'll see everything right in our eyes.
Direct projection in your brain.
Into your brain.
Yeah. It's a 4G.
4G?
Yeah.
I actually got 4G service today. I was actually kind of impressed. I was in an area where I usually get no service, and I lifted the phone up and held it up about half a foot above where I normally hold it, and I got 4G. I
Huh.
brought it back down, and I got no service. I said,
Interesting. Well,
that particular area just seems to be bad, but it apparently has 4G adjacent. Because I got it.
well, they're starting to rip the 3G transmitters off the towers. So,
Yeah, they apparently were doing something today. I was sitting there to pick the grandkid up from school, and I actually normally I get no service in that particular area. Today I got like extra no service, because usually I can move the phone around and get service. Today I brought it up in the air and I got 4G, and I was like, okay, I can do stuff there, but that is so uncomfortable. But They obviously were doing something, because usually I at least get LTE in that area.
You will need a 4G ladder. In Home Depot, you can buy a ladder for that, a plastic ladder.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just get out sit on the roof of my car. There I am.
Well, I got a message. We have ADT security service on our house here in Milford. And I got a message last week that all of their old 3G hardware was going away. And if they hadn't come in and refurbished, basically replaced the unit with a 4G unit, you should get in trouble. In my case, they came in about, I don't know, almost a year ago and replaced my unit with a 5G. This is the touchpad unit that has all the brains in it, so forth and so on. So that it's not dependent on my Wi-Fi connection. They have their own network they set up in your house.
Well, I gotta go. I'll let you know how it goes next week.
Okay.
Glad you
Good
dropped
luck.
by.
Bye.
What's for dinner, Ken?
I'm not sure. I gotta cook it right now. Later.
Take care later.
What was going on in Orlando?
Oh, my daughter was in the finals of cheerleading contest.
Oh, cool.
They won the number 10, so they are in the 10
Top 10. Oh, okay.
top 10. Yeah, she was sad, but now she's okay.
Top 10's really nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, and
How many?
is her first year on that, you know.
So good. It's 10 of
She's
200. Hey,
she is 16, so
Cheerleading, you'd think there would be thousands of those, right?
well, she actually she went to the gym every day at 6:30 in the morning, and then have a practice in the afternoon and in the night, every day practicing and working a lot. So it's not an easy thing, you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's okay.
How many people were competing?
Well, there were like 300 teams, but they have different classifications, different kind of things. So she was in the final with another 25 teams. So they passed from Saturday to the finals on Sunday, and then on Sunday they lost number 10. So but the days around, I was in the Disney Hollywood Studios in Star Wars, having fun there. I have a lot of pictures.
Universal Studios.
No, it's
Disney.
Hollywood Studios from Disney.
Disney would be Star Wars.
They have a Star Wars. Disney owns Star Wars, I think.
Okay.
It's funny.
Everything.
They create a completely outpost of Star Wars with ships, with starships and Empire soldiers everywhere. It was funny. It was like you were in the real place, you know. It's funny. I have a bunch.
Going to Disney this week. They're
I sent you a robot, Leroy, in WhatsApp.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Maybe my WhatsApp isn't working.
They have a place that is like a Build a Bear, but it's build a robot, you
Build a
know.
robot, huh?
So you can choose, mainly are R2D2s, but they have different colors to choose, and you have and controllers to move remotely, the head, the wheels, all around.
How big are the robots, Vicente?
You know, maybe 20 inches.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Cool.
has a nice volume. I almost buy one because you can get on the queue and buy one yourself, or you can buy a completely assembled one. The price is the same, but you have more fun choosing the parts inside the store and assembling your robot.
Yeah.
But I say, no, I don't want to carry this stuff. It was a little big, and it was 99.99. So I thought, okay, I will have fun for 10 minutes, and then I need to give up to Leroy, and I don't like to do that, so I didn't buy it.
Why not?
It's
Sound like a
beyond the,
good deal.
Next time.
Sound like a good deal to me.
Yeah.
Next time.
Actually.
Okay, next week I will have pictures and some videos about the visit. I can share with you them in the computer. I need to download everything from the phone to the computer and show the place. That was very nice. They had really nice.
Reversed.
So where is this, in Orlando or where?
Orlando, yes. It's in the, used to be the MGM Studios, used to be the name in Orlando. Disney MGM, but they changed the name to Hollywood Studios. But it's the same place. But they have a new attractions there. So
So how much were the robots if you were to buy one?
$99.
Oh, that's not bad.
Complete. But it's the same price if you want to buy, you want to build it, you know. But you need to go in a queue for an hour, and then inside you spend another hour trying to make small queues for different parts, and then assemble in the cashier. They help you to finish the assembly, and then you have like a remote control and the robot, and you can almost do whatever you want remotely. Turn around, move the head, and make noises. This kind of thing.
Does it translate English to robot?
I don't know.
Did you have any luck with that ATA?
I haven't had a chance to play.
Oh,
Sorry, I will.
it's all right. Not a big deal. It's been forever.
Let me share. I have something here. Share screen.
Okay,
Uh,
you should be able to.
this is the
Okay,
this is the page. Droid Depot at the wall.
Cool.
Disney World. This is the you pick the parts and then you make your own. The name is Droid Depot. Let me check in.
Oops.
Okay. This is the. Droid Depot is the name.
Oh,
They have a real size Halcon Millennium.
is that the one that they used in the movie, or is that a replica? There they are. There were the droids. I saw them. Wow. That might be enough to get me to go down to Orlando. Might be.
Boy, that franchise is still coining it.
Copy.
And once they're together, they move, or there's electronics in there?
I will share the link. This is a guy that made the visit. Almost, you can see almost everything there in the video. So they have the R2D2 parts in different heads, different colors. You can add a remote control and movement and all kind of stuff. But basically, if you want to have all the functionality, you need to pay $99. I have a problem here.
Oh, peanut time, huh?
Okay. Now I am free again. So the problem is that I think that they have exclusively this robot in this store, you know, because I couldn't find it out of the Disney park in any store. So I don't know if you can buy it online.
So you can't buy it at Amazon?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Vicente found something you can't buy out on Amazon.
Or I'll bet you can buy it on eBay.
If you could design
maybe on eBay, because after you have fun for a while, you may want to recover your $99. So
after, well, yeah.
eBay, let me check eBay. Build a droid. Yeah, you have the parts in eBay, I think. 21 bucks. Look at this.
21 bucks.
Yeah.
For all the parts. That's missing one of the legs.
I don't know.
No problem. Yeah, it is.
It's missing one of the legs.
No, let me check the description. Oh, Batman again. Use an item that has been used previously.
It says 2 legs, but I only saw 1 leg.
It has 2. It has the middle one.
Oh, it does
and
have the
red.
middle one.
Yeah.
Head and 2 legs. In good condition body with minimal wear. So you can buy this for 21 plus 350 shipping.
Yeah, have to 3D print another leg though.
Oh, what happened with the other leg?
So is this, these are refurbed or what?
I don't know, use it. Use it.
Battle damaged. Somebody lost a leg and then they sold it on eBay.
They're pre-owned, okay.
Pre-owned. It's what,
So they depreciate by 80%.
Oh, yeah. But they say that there is two legs, right?
yeah, but there are two legs. There's the center leg and the right leg.
You see
left
here?
leg.
If you-
They say
There were other ones for $20 in there that looked like they had all their bits.
in good condition, body, head, and two legs. But in the picture, there is only one leg.
Well, the little center leg though, there are two legs.
Ah,
technically.
okay, yeah, right. The center one, oh my God.
There are two legs technically. It needs 3 legs, but
One and a half.
That's funny.
Okay.
well, when I was 3D printing some Star Wars stuff for my sister, and the prints kind of failed a little bit or got a little wacky, I just told her to mark them as battle damaged and be done with it. That's a battle damaged droid right there.
Okay.
They're just battle damaged. Just be done with it.
So where'd you get the designs, Leroy?
I found them on Thingiverse.
Huh.
Okay, look, this one is complete.
Yeah, that one's $60.
And free shipping.
That one looks like a one-off too. I mean, it looks like something that you're probably not going to find somewhere else. It's an R2. It's an R2 unit.
Now, are these actually motorized?
Yes, it has a remote control. Well, I don't know this one, but you can buy the remote control. I don't know if this one has it. Looks like no.
I've always liked the R5 units.
This is another factory.
The angular head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find.
Oh, that one's a Mickey Mouse though.
It has mouse.
Yeah. No, those are radio frequency, high frequency antennas.
Oh, you're right. That's what that's got to be.
Yeah.
The Empire's controlling that one.
An R3.
This one. White parts. So there are plenty of stuff.
The
Use it.
R4s are kind of interesting too.
Maybe we will find them in the future for $10. Use it. Yeah.
That would be about the right threshold of paying for one of those.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between an R3 and an R4?
I don't know.
Well,
The
I-
Mr. Fusion unit.
I don't technically know, but it probably has something to do with memory and what their overall function is and how old they are, their age. They were astromech droids were meant to keep a ship going when it took damage. And most of them failed miserably.
No, but this is a tiny figure. This is not the real thing, you know. This is a tiny thing, 2 inches or 3 inches high.
So that's about the size of what you'd find at like Walmart or something.
Okay.
Figures.
Well, this is the real.
I think if you read like some of the canon, the Empire used like R4s and the rebels used like R2 units. And that was because they could get the R2 units cheaper because they were older models.
Okay. Recycle.
Yeah, they recycled a lot of stuff. But that's why when you look at like A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, the rebels have a ragtag bunch of different collection of ships because they could just whatever they could get their hands on is what they
Okay,
use.
yeah, that's right.
But that's I'm not real sure what the actual real differences between the droids are, but I suspect different memory capacities and different functions. Of course, it's all hypothetical because it's a made-up universe that a lot of people live in.
So what happened last weeks? I didn't realize that the day was changed. So the last Thursday, I was checking and trying to go into the meeting, but then I realized that the meeting was the day before.
Yeah.
What happened? It's a permanent change.
You want to?
You what?
It's just a permanent change. The day.
The day.
Wednesdays, yeah, it looks like Wednesdays we're gonna be on the Wednesdays trail for a while.
Okay.
I take too much abuse when we change the days.
Mhm.
You're not the only one that did realize either. Ray called me on Thursday and wanted to know where the meeting was.
Grand Pooba abuse.
I forgot.
I got down here today and I'm like, this feels so odd. I'm here on Wednesday. It feels so weird. But there was some sort of scheduling conflict. So we've mitigated that and decided Wednesdays would work.
Yeah, the library wanted to have a book club on the fourth Thursdays, and they just started popping up. I had conflicting scheduling problems, and I talked to them. They said Thursdays. We wanted to try that, and I said, well, I don't, okay, well, fine. Let's see if they want to do Wednesdays. And instead of us doing a virtual, we talked about doing a virtual meeting on the fourth Thursday. And we said, well, what's wrong with Wednesday? And so right now we're scheduled for Wednesdays till like March. And yeah, guys, if somebody finds a reason to want to go back, we can go back. I don't think it matters much.
Now, virtual is easy to do too. I mean, if we really need to be flexible, we could always do virtual.
Yeah,
It's not as fun.
It's not as fun, but it's possible.
yeah, we did a floating crap shoot in here. One day we came in, the room was booked. So we started out in the middle of the library at a table, and then we found a local student room and floated into the student room. So we're like a floating crap shoot anyway, so not much difference.
And 2 weeks ago, maybe, I got my ESP32 based SIP phones from the Kickstarter from 3 years ago.
Wow.
They came in finally. So I got one of them to work with Lin phone, but I'm not convinced that it's all that great. At least I got it. At least it wasn't a complete failure.
I'm not impressed with VoIP. We used it at Reisenfeld, we used it at Siemens, and it's less than ideal.
VoIP?
Yeah, voice over IP.
Yeah, I use voice over IP for the last 10 years. It's okay. I'm in the cheap one. Of course, I'm paying $100 for 5 years service. Yeah.
I don't like the delay.
Oh.
It's artificial. I don't like the lack of feedback. Bell actually put a lot of work into how much sound you hear back when you talk into a normal phone.
Gail's using Skype at work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Same thing.
A lot of the voice over IP stuff I hear doesn't like have a lot of bass to it. It's very trebly.
You also have to control a QoS.
Yeah.
And Kenny and I tried out the Google Zoom, whatever that is, and it's identical to Zoom for all practical purposes. Yeah.
I don't mind voice over IP so much, but every time, I mean, it doesn't sound, it doesn't quite sound right. There's something just a little off.
Yeah.
Some of, I get that echo sometimes with the cells, so it's just something you can live with, I guess. But isn't that a part of the latency? Is that a latency issue?
Probably.
Yeah, the Magic Jack with their own Linux device is pretty good.
Yeah, I had Magic Jack for years. I handed that out to like schools and stuff for the kids. Phone calls that I didn't actually want to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
When that phone rang, it's like, somebody did something bad.
There's a real link solar camera.
Uh-huh.
It looks like it had similar specs to the wire-free one, similar specs to Leroy's. I mean, to Kenny's camera.
My camera really is a doorbell camera, so
Okay.
it doesn't quite have the same wide angle. It's got moderately decent night vision, but it's moderately decent. It's not great.
Is it PIR?
I'm not real sure if it's PIR or if it's just
Motion detect.
just motion detect. It does shut
Video.
it shuts itself off unless it detects some type of motion, and then it takes, I think, 6 pictures and creates a tiny little video and sends it to the Kangaroo app. And since I'm not paying for the Kangaroo storage, it disappears after a couple of days. So if somebody is messing around, I have to save those pictures almost immediately.
So how long a video stream does it give you for free?
It's not very long. It's like, I want to say 5-6 seconds worth of. It's really what it is all the screenshots or all the pictures that it takes. It collages those together and turns it into a video. Is really what it does. It's not really a video, and it's definitely not a live stream. It takes 5 to 6 to 10 pictures and then crams them all together and turns them into like a GIF. So.
Well, on the Weiss cams, unless you want to pay a monthly fee, all motion incidents give you a 12-second video. And those are saved on the Weiss cloud for 14 days. And after that, they go away.
Yeah,
If you want to pay the monthly fee, I don't know, it's $3 or $4 a month, which is fine if you only had one camera. I have 20 or 21 of those right now. And so I'm too much of a tightwad to spring for, because it's per camera. It's not a flat fee. So
I think when I first installed the Kangaroo app, I think it said you could have 3 devices, and it was a yearly price, but it was pretty high, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Of course, they claim that they're a security company, so that if they saw got an alert or whatever that there was a fire or whatever, they would call the cops for you. So
okay.
you're paying for a service kind of like that. I don't care about, you know. But they would give, I think the video size was the same length, but they would give you a year's worth of storage. So all your incidents could be gathered there for a year. Which,
So if you had multiple cameras, they all get
well,
aggregate.
I think it said you were allowed up to 3 cameras for whatever their flat fee was,
Okay.
which, you know, in a small apartment like mine, 3 cameras is probably good enough, but in something larger, you know, something like you'd still be stuck for a big fee. Yeah.
Well, I've got to cover 2 houses for one thing, and as minimum, I want to cover all potential entrances.
Right.
So I have driveway cameras and garage cameras and front door cameras and back door cameras and so forth and so on.
Just load them up with SD cards. Yeah, my 5 megapixel has a 32 gig camera, and it tracks every car that goes by my house, which is a bunch.
Well, that's fine, except that you have to be there to change the SD cards.
I also have iSpy, which I can record on my PC. So
Yeah.
I don't care. I actually have it on the camera, and I have it on iSpy. So doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and Reolink has their software. I think they do allow you to record on the PC too. I haven't seen that, hadn't dug into their latest software. They're getting better.
I've got 2 cameras in the house. One of them's pointed at the front door, and it also covers 2 of the front windows. And
Yeah,
one of them was
yeah.
pointed at the back door, and it sort of kind of covers the back window.
The Reolinks, you can download movies, videos, whatever you want from the Reolinks. You just go to your phone and say, click on it and say view the ones you want, download video, whatever, full resolution. It's nice.
So they have both internal and external?
They have internal, the SD card internally. and
No,
then,
I'm talking about the weatherproofing.
Yeah, you can buy the weatherproof, yeah. And if I put them under the eaves of the house, and none of them are weatherproof, I don't have any trouble with them. But I have the fixed also. With the fixed 5 megapixel, you don't need to pan and tilt. You don't. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see the entire area.
Well, it depends on what the angle of,
Yeah, and that's why you get the 5 megapixel. You get the wide angle.
yeah.
You and you can just do the digital zoom, and it's quite nice. I've demonstrated that before to you guys.
Yeah.
If you want to see it, I can do it again. But I got the entire front yard. Yeah, when I got those 4 megapixel cameras, I said, geez, when I got the 2 megapixels, I said, hey, I need to reduce my camera count. I don't need all these.
Mm-hmm.
And the 4 megapixel, I put one in the backyard, and I said, that's it. I need one looking around the edge of the side of the house, and that's it.
Okay, I give up. What is that?
It's reflecting the TV set. It's not showing what I want them to see. My the 2 inside cameras. Patty does not have any lights on in the house, and I mean I can make out what's there, but it's pretty dark. Patty's home. I would have thought she would have been cooking dinner or something. Let's see, I got one in the kitchen. Let's see.
So you can see what's for dinner.
No, it's pointed at the front door and the 2 front windows, and you can see my box of potato chips, my 50 count of potato chips. That's really all I can see right now.
50 pounds.
50 count.
Oh,
50 count.
We bought that at Sam's Club. Big old box of potato chips.
The little bags or big bags?
Yeah, they're kind of the medium size bags.
Okay.
And I don't remember what we paid for them, but it was a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to have 50 potato chips in it.
50 bags, 50 little bags of medium-sized bags of potato chips. Yeah.
Oh, 50 bags. Okay.
4-ounce bags.
Yeah, I thought they were like 3.7 or something, but yeah.
The little ones are 2.
Yeah. Yeah, these are decent sized, about yay tall bags.
Yeah, that's easily 2 months worth of chips.
If I remember that they're there. One time we bought them and I forgot they were up there, and I was opened the bag up and I'm like, oh, nasty. they had gone bad.
Really? Yeah, the oil is bad.
Yeah. But the way I've got my 2 camera, I've got one pointed at the back door, and if you went in through the back window, you would have to cross right in front of it to see it. It technically can't see that window, but where it's sitting at, you would have to walk right past it. But it sees the entire back door, and then the kitchen camera can see the entire front door and the 2 windows. So I pretty much have the entry points covered. And I'm on the 2nd floor, so I doubt anybody's coming in the windows anyway. If they're going to come in, they're coming in the doors.
I like the idea of having the cameras on the outside though, because I want to see them before they come through the door, not afterwards.
I still think that anybody that's coming onto the 2nd floor, they're going to be up there a little while, or if they're going to take stuff out, it's going to take them a little bit of effort to do it.
Oh, that's impressive. So is that a street light, Jim?
yeah, that's a street light up there across the street.
That's what your night vision looks like. See, that's good night vision.
Oh, I got LED lights up
Oh,
in the front yard, and I did have, the infrared, but I said I want them to know I'm watching them. Over here, you see that light post across the street is lit up because I got a couple of spotlights, LED fog lights over the garage. So anybody's in my driveway, they're lit up. Anybody taking a whiz in my driveway, they're lit up.
Don't want to miss that.
I want them to know that I'm watching them. Yeah. So it's,
So
you're
s-
under intense scrutiny. If you come in my driveway, you won't stay there very long.
So Steve, is your meeting announcement automatic? It just came through just 5 minutes ago.
I just sent it.
Oh, you sent it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not automatic. It
Yeah.
was manually sent.
I get an automatic reminder to send it out, but that's all. And this one's in Madeira. Moved it again.
Madeira. Is that down on Route 50?
No, it's, there's a link in the email. It's got a map.
Okay. I'll take it out, take a look at it.
What's the YouTube?
Wait.
It is currently
Ah.
4:40.
Okay. It's 33 minutes long. That's the droid building thing that we all have to look at because it's 33 minutes long.
I'm gonna want to get another camera. Should be moving relatively soon. I want something with a really good telephoto lens on it. I want to take an image of basically the size of this wall at 300 feet.
Okay, we can help you with, but what you need is one of my lowest resolution cameras is I'm doing that with it because it takes the standard
Okay,
lenses.
well, I've got 3K cameras that use standard lenses.
Okay, 3K, 3
Or
megs.
3 meg, sorry, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Camera.
okay, so all right, well, I got some lenses. You need to know.
Oh, just, where can I buy them?
I'm just online anywhere,
Okay.
yeah, just standard CCTV.
I now am going to be on a cul-de-sac. And I'm the third house back, and it's about 300 feet to the stop sign. And I want to see if I can see license plates as they come around the corner.
Okay, that's, yeah, maybe doable if it's a fixed place at a fixed distance.
That's about the width of the road.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm 100 foot away. And, but my problem is they're going this way.
Oh,
If
right.
they're coming at you,
This is going to be coming at me.
you may have a chance. There may be a chance to do that.
Uh-oh, that's the 5-minute warning.
So Steve, I take it you got a house.
Still getting, we've been, but apparently you get approved 3 times for a loan. We've been approved twice so far. We haven't actually gotten the loan yet. We've gotten the approval. So we should. It's in Eastgate on Split Rail Drive, I think, or Split Rail Road.
So that's south of your work.
Yes, just off Old 74, and just off of Teal Town. So I go the wrong way on 50 to Round Bottom, up Teal Town and home.
So you're inside 275?
No, just outside.
Just outside 275.
Yeah.
I thought 74 was inside 275. Okay.
And then a Round Bottom and Teal Town.
Oh, I know where that is. Yeah. Yeah, that's out towards nursery out there. There's a nursery on Round Bottom right before you get to Teal Town Road.
Oh, okay.
So you just go out Round Bottom till it bumps into 50 and go north.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, being close to work was a big thing. And my kids grew up in Eastgate. I know that area well. That should be fun.
Also, Jungle Gym.
So that's Miami Township, right?
I think so. I'm not sure. The address is Batavia, technically.
Yeah. Okay.
450 or 45103.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how far north Batavia goes, but someplace there it transitions into Miami Township.
Yeah.
We have a new mag loop antenna somewhere. There.
Dun, dun, dun.
That loop thing right there. Oh, there we go. There's the trombone capacitor right there. And the little robots.
So have you got this fired up yet, Jim, or not?
No, we haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, we gotta, Leroy and both have got to get together to do this, and both of us been busy as our cats when they go in those boxes there.
One of my kids got one of those things for his cat. Terrifies the cat, it won't go in it.
They're a pain. They're periodic maintenance items. They are.
Yeah.
They're not maintenance free. I check them every night. Eventually you need to clean the lenses underneath them, and I haven't done that. I gotta learn how to take them apart. Take them periodically, take them apart and wash them out. But they're pretty good in that the junk goes in the box and you just open the drawer and empty that and put a new liner in it and shove it back in. That's the good part. Okay, yeah, we better start shutting down.
Oh, doesn't slide. I'm gonna see if it's got a serial port in it.
What's that?
That
Distance, label.
is a laser distance, laser
Oh,
major, tape major.
Yeah.
And it doesn't slide.
All right,
okay.
we will see everybody next week. Wednesday.
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 Bye.
Take care.